I love how the Holy Spirit is with you 24/7 and talks with you about, especially even when you're watching series or movies or videos or whatever, the Holy Spirit is always there teaching. And I watched a couple of years ago, I watched this Netflix South Korean series called Memories of the Alhambra. And it was fascinating. It was about a virtual reality world, since I'm on the topic of virtual reality, and where the virtual became the reality, more than their reality. So they got sucked into the game, and they had to overcome in the virtual world before they could actually live in the real world. And the way they collided. Well, when I watched that, this is how the Holy Spirit talked to me. I mean, just made me think outside of the box big time. That, you know how they're saying that we're actually living in a virtual reality? Well, when I watched this series, I could believe it. I could see how that could work. That the reason why God knows the end from the beginning is because this is his game. When you see how they made this game in this series, I mean, they even had birds and I mean, they had a whole world. So our world could be like that. God could have created it from beginning to end, and with all of his characters, with all of his animals, with all of his everything, and then at the certain time, we would come into this virtual reality and live our lives, and of course God can come into the game at any time he wants, which he did with Jesus Christ, and he can do miracles because he's the game. He's the one that made the game in the first place. So anyway, I just wanted to, in case anybody wants to see an interesting series, not that there's much time left for that, but if you're shut in, this Memories of Alhambra, if you can read, it's very good. It was very exciting. I've often thought about maybe picking up on it again because I wanted to talk about it a couple of years ago, but I didn't have anybody to talk to about it, about this virtual reality thing and how we could actually be living in a virtual reality. And I could see it so plainly and how it could be through this particular series. So anyway, it was interesting. This also could explain how it is that the enemy is trying to take us into a virtual reality, another virtual reality of his own. Once again, he's trying to copy the maker, the creator, by taking humanity into his own virtual reality. This is why they're coming so hard against the truth, because they can't let the cat out of the bag. They can't let this information get out, because if humanity knew that they were leading us into this new humanity 2.0 with an AI humanity, there would be such a pushback. So that's why they have to move as quickly as they can before the truth gets out. And of course, it's already too late for so many, because many have already received their injections, and it's already turning their body into machine. Their bodies are already becoming machine. Oh my, oh my. This is the world we're living in. And how about that volcano over there in the Caribbean? That shows you how much they really care about human life, doesn't it? They have to take the injection or they don't get rescued. I mean, this is incredible. This is how important it is to them. They have to have take us into their virtual reality game. Their game. Their game isn't going to be fun to play, I can guarantee you that. Well, God bless you all.